In the middle of Coldplay's July 6 stop at Boston's Gillette Stadium, the Jumbotron landed on a man in a crisp blue button-down and a woman shimmering in festival sequins. They leaned in, shared a quick cuddle, and, exactly 5 seconds later, both dove for cover like kids busted with a pilfered cookie jar. Frontman Chris Martin deadpanned, "Either they're having an affair or they're just really shy," sending 60,000 fans into stadium-level laughter. A nearby concert-goer, Grace Springer, shoved her phone skyward and captured the whole thing. By dawn, the clip had racked up 50 million TikTok views, leaped to Twitter, and cannonballed onto every gossip site on the planet. Comment threads filled with strangers freeze-framing the duck and cover moment, remarking on the woman's panicked eyes and the man's half-muttered, "Oh shoot." Within hours, parody accounts were lip-reading potential alibis, and Coldplay's own Instagram recap drowned under a sea of cheater emojis. Brands from dating apps to popcorn companies hijacked the trending hashtag for quick clout. All that chaos sprang from a single 5-second kiss cam cameo, and it was only the opening riff. What viewers didn't know yet was that the mortified couple weren't random strangers enjoying a summer night. They were high-powered tech executives, seated in Gillette's corporate suite section, courtesy of a sponsor's VIP package. When the camera cut away, the man's lips clearly formed an expletive, and the pair sank so low their foreheads nearly touched their knees. Stadium staff later confirmed they stayed glued to their seats for the next 2 songs, then asked security to hustle them through a service tunnel, avoiding a growing ring of phones pointed their way. By the time Coldplay struck the first chords of Yellow, TikTokers had already stitched the clip with slow-mo zooms and dramatic violins, titling it "How to Ruin Your Life" in 4.7 seconds. National radio shows replayed the audio of the crowd's gasp, and sports podcasts debated whether kiss cams have become ethical minefields. Even local news used the moment as a sticky transition between weather and traffic. What felt like a tiny, awkward blip inside the stadium had detonated into a global spectacle, and the internet was hungry for real names. Reddit detectives fired up facial recognition tools, cross-checked LinkedIn headshots, and by 3 a.m. Eastern, had consensus. The man was Andy Byron, 47-year-old CEO of fast-rising data tech unicorn Astronomer, and the woman was Kristen Cabot, 39-year-old vice president of people and culture, the company's top HR authority. Screenshots of their corporate bios, keynote panels, and charity gala selfies spilled across X. Commenters marveled at the irony. An HR chief, professionally tasked with policing office romances, wrapped around her married boss under 4K stadium lights. Byron posted a midnight LinkedIn note, taking personal time to focus on my family, then erased his entire profile. Cabot nuked hers 10 minutes later, setting a new speed record for digital disappearance. Journalists checking public filings noticed both were married to other people and jointly held tens of millions in stock options that vest next quarter. Wedding ring close-ups circulated, and amateur investigators dug up 2019 photos of the duo standing too close at a Miami tech summit. By sunrise, tabloids labeled them the Balenciaga Bonnie and Clyde, and memes of Chris Martin holding a referee whistle flooded Instagram stories. The internet had its villains, and the next scene played out far from the stage, inside a panicked boardroom. Astronomer's directors convened an emergency 7 a.m. Zoom call, camera off faces, coffee mugs up, while PR consultants crafted values language and lawyers combed the employee handbook Cabot herself had authored. By lunchtime, the company released a terse 88-word statement acknowledging a personal matter involving 2 executives and promising an independent investigation. Analysts noticed Astronomer's privately traded shares dipped 6% on secondary market platforms as hedge funds Slack channels buzzed with jokes about data lineage, but not that lineage. Internally, employees screenshot their Slack channels, catching messages deleted in real time as managers tried to douse rumor embers. Compliance officers flagged the obvious power imbalance. CEO plus direct report HR head equals textbook policy breach, triggering possible termination or forced equity clawbacks. Meanwhile, Page Six reported that Byron's spouse wiped her married last name from Instagram and posted a cryptic story, a Coldplay lyric over a shattered glass emoji. Divorce law bloggers speculated settlements, and a Boston talk radio host dubbed the scandal Gillette Gate, gifting it the irresistible headline, "Shorthand every fiasco needs." Outwardly, the company clung to corporate calm, but insiders whispered that the CEO's badge access had been suspended before he even reached the office. Amid the frenzy, Fans floated a wild question. Could the busted duo sue Coldplay or the stadium for humiliation? Veteran defense attorney Nicole DeBoard popped that balloon on the Houston Morning Show. She explained that every stadium ticket contains boilerplate language granting broadcasters unrestricted rights to record, display, and rebroadcast attendees' images for promotional or entertainment purposes. Translation: sit in row 12 and you've already signed away your cameo rights. Even if you argue defamation, Martin's quip was laced with either or, making it opinion. Plus, truth is the ultimate defense if an affair really happened. Privacy tort? No chance. They voluntarily attended a public event and engaged in affectionate conduct in front of thousands. The only courtroom where the clip carries legal weight is family court. In fault-based divorce states, adultery evidence can tilt property splits or alimony decisions. As DeBoard summarized, Coldplay won't owe a dime, but Byron and Cabot could lose millions in stock or face punitive firing. Her mic drop ended the sue the band fantasy, yet left viewers mulling over a more relatable fear. Your worst moment live streamed with no rewind button. With lawsuits off the table, the internet settled into its favorite sport, meme warfare. Twitter users slapped "Mark safe from the Gillette Kiss Cam" badges on their profiles, while Spotify streams of Fix You spiked 17% as fans joked the song had found its literal use case. One TikToker slowed the duck and cover clip to half speed, overlaying the Titanic whistle and captioning it, "Captain going down with HR." Another synced it to Paradise, adding subtitle bubbles reading "My career" and "My HR policy" as the pair vanished below seat level. Mainstream outlets ran think pieces debating whether public shaming has replaced due process, yet traffic stats showed readers clicking 10-to-1 on gossip recaps over ethical essays. Influencers used the scandal to hawk phone case sponsors with the tagline, "Never drop the receipts." Meanwhile, a Boston bakery released limited edition affair eclairs, two pastries stuck together and half dipped in chocolate, to hide the evidence. The collective giggle fit painted the couple as fair game punchlines, illustrating how quickly empathy evaporates when schadenfreude meets virality. Just when it felt the story had peaked, conspiracy theories turbocharged engagement. A viral Facebook post claimed Byron's wife secretly bribed a cameraman for the ultimate public ambush, a claim the stadium's production crew debunked, noting Kiss Cam selections are random and unscripted. Another thread insisted the scene was guerrilla marketing for Coldplay's unreleased single, citing a supposed mysterious heart logo on concert posters. Fan-shot photos revealed no such symbol. Deep in subreddit trenches, users circulated a doctored CEO apology letter with Comic Sans headings, forcing Astronomers PR to issue a follow-up denial. Page 6 had to clarify that a different employee, VP Alyssa Stoddard, dragged into the discourse by mistaken identity, was not the woman in the clip. Each rumor flared bright, burned credibility, and left screenshot ashes that would linger forever in image searches. The cycle underscored a cruel equation. The speed of misinformation far outstrips the speed of retraction, and once your name trends, you no longer control the storyline. Kiss cams began as harmless stadium fluff, coaxing shy teens into quick smooches for lighthearted applause. In 2025, that circular lens has morphed into a global spotlight, one that can convert a private mistake into a reputational wildfire before the next chorus. Media lawyers now advise executives, and honestly anyone with a smartphone, never to do in Seat 14B what they wouldn't gladly stream to 14 million. Corporate boards are revising dating policies, mandating disclosure of even potentially romantic connections, and staging crisis PR drills that simulate real-time Twitter storms. Event venues are weighing ethics protocols, though most admit enforcement is impossible when fan phones outnumber seats. Cultural critics note a paradox. Society demands authenticity, yet weaponizes candid moments, making genuine behavior riskier than ever. Your digital footprint is no longer just posts you choose, it's everything lenses around you decide to capture. In that sense, the Coldplay clip isn't an anomaly, it's a preview of a surveillance by crowd future already in beta. A 5-second cuddle reshaped two executives' careers, ignited a corporate probe, and likely rewrote at least one divorce settlement before papers were even filed. Coldplay keeps strumming Yellow, stadiums keep rolling Kiss cams, and viewers keep scrolling, eager for the next viral oops that makes them feel safely superior. Ask yourself, would you risk your marriage, your livelihood, and your company's culture for one stadium hug you hope nobody notices? Because the internet isn't a passive audience anymore. It's an omnidirectional camera with infinite zoom and perfect recall. If Section 104 can accidentally live stream your secret, imagine what a bored coworker's phone at happy hour can do. So hit subscribe and ring the notification bell. Tomorrow's Jumbotron drama is already lining up the shot, and we'll be here with the instant replay, the legal breakdown, and of course, the memes.